13, we need to find, if you look at the inequality, we already have all the same inequality except the inequality symbol, right? So now what you need to do is you're going to use a testing point, which is, I'm going to use 0, 0, because 0, 0 in the solution set. So 0, 0, when you plug in 0, 0, then the inequality should be true. And you see the solid line here, right? The line is solid, not dashed, solid, so it should be less than or equal to or greater than equal to. So it's one of them. So it has to have equal sign in it. So now you see that C and D is not going to be the answer. So let me just plug in 0, 0 into y and negative 2x minus 2. So plug in 0 and 0. So you're going to plug in 0 and 0. So it's going to be 0 and negative 2, 0 minus 2. So 0 and this is 0, 0, and you have only negative 2. Which one is bigger? 0 is bigger than negative 2. So the inequality symbol should be y should be greater than the other expression. And there should be equal sign because of the solid. The line is solid, right? So the answer should be B. We also learned about this. Let's just write the inequality. So let's see, this is a dashed, right? Dashed line, and we have to find, so you know that it's going to be greater than or less than. It's one of them. It doesn't have equal sign. No equal sign. And let's look at the y-intercept. It's negative 5. So B is negative 5. And what's the slope? Slope is going up by 5, going to the net left by 5. So it should be slope is going up by 5, going to the left by 5. So negative 1. And y-intercept is negative 5. So I'm going to put y is equal to negative 1x minus 5. But as you see, this is inequality, right? So we need to decide this inequality symbol, and we're going to use the testing point, 0, 0. And then as you see, testing point is on the solution set. You better choose a testing point in the solution set. So I'm going to put 0, 0, and the inequality should be true. So I'm going to plug in 0 and 0. So it's going to be 0, and negative 0 times negative 1 times 0 is 0. So it's negative 1. So the inequality symbol should be this way, because 0 is greater than negative 5. So y is greater than negative x minus 5. This is the answer. Y is greater than negative x minus 5. So first thing you need to do, you need to find the line of this, the equation of the line. And then you just erase that equal sign, and then use a testing point, plug it in, and then it should be true if you chose a testing point from this solution set. Number 15, so now as you see, the system of equation has the answer of this, and any point on this area is going to be the answer. So 3, 1, but you see 3, 1 is on the dashed line. Dashed line is not included. The point on the line, the dashed line, it's not included in the solution set, so it's not. It's on the line, but the line is not included. So 4, 0, 4, 0, it's also not included. 1, 5, there you go. It's a solution. Negative 1, 2. No. Nope. So it can be any points on this region, shaded region, going to be the solution. I'm going to graph this by using x-y-intercept. So x-intercept when y is 0. So you hide y here. So x is equal to negative 1, because 3x is equal to negative 3. 3x negative 3. So x is equal to divided by 3 divided by 3. X is equal to negative 1. So you plot negative 1 here. And let's find y-intercept. Y-intercept when x is equal to 0. So now x is gone. So y is equal to what? Negative 3. When you graph the system of inequality, you just graph the system of equation. You just ignore all this system, inequality symbol. You just think that it's equal and then graph first, okay? All right, let me erase this. Let me just rewrite it again. So it is going to be x-intercept -1, y-intercept -3. So -3, and then you connect this. Before you connect, you need to decide if it's going to be dashed or solid. What do you think? It should be the solid line, right? And now I'm going to use a testing point. So testing point here, I'm going to use 0, 0. When you put this testing point into this inequality, if it's true, then this region, including 0, 0, is going to be the answer. So let's just plug in 0, 0. 3, 0, 0 is greater than -3. 0 is greater than -3. Yes. So I need to shade this part. So this is going to be the solution for the one of the inequalities. So let's just graph another one. This one, let me just change the color. X-intercept when y is 0. So y is 0 now. So it's going to be x is equal to 4. Y-intercept, which is x is equal to 0. So x is 0. So 2y is 4. Y is 2. So let's graph this. X is 4. Y is 2. And is it going to be solid or dashed? It's going to be solid line. So let me just connect these two dots. Now we're going to use a testing point, which is 0, 0 also. If 0, 0 makes this inequality true, then this lower part is going to be the answer. If it's not, the other part is going to be the answer. So let me just plug in 0, 0 into here for 0 and 2, 0, 4. So 0 is less than 4. Is it true? Oh yeah, it is true. So let me just color. I'm going to use black. Okay, I'm going to use black. So I'm going to color this area. So all the parts lower, like under this line, is going to be the solution of this inequality. So now list the solution for the inequality. So system of inequalities. So now we need to find like double shaded part. Which part is shaded twice? Only this part. If we have like 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 is not shaded at all, so it's not the answer. 2 only shaded once. 4 only shaded once. So 3, it's shaded twice. This area is going to be the answer. So if you just shade like this, then that's enough. And list a solution. So list any point on this in this region. So I'm going to choose 3, -2. 3, -2, or you can say 4, -1. This point is also working. 4, -1, or 0, 0. 0, 0 is also here. 0, 0. Any points in this area is going to be the answer. List a non-solution, like non-solution, any point which is not on this green region. So it's going to be like this. I'm going to put 1, 4. 1, 4 is not the solution. 0, 5, it's also not the solution. Or -4, 5, any point which is not on the green region is going to be the answer. To solve this question, I know we have 2 equations here, but don't panic. Let's just solve this first. If you know what x is, then you can find h. So 5x minus 2, 6x. I'm gonna undo 5x, because it's annoying if you have 2 variables on both sides. -2 and 6x minus 5x, x. So x is -2. Now what you're going to do is you're going to plug it into here and here. So it's going to be 6 to -2 minus 5, 3 -2 minus h. Let me just simplify this. So if you get to this 2-step equations, and then you will get to h is equal to 11. The next question is also the same thing. Let me find x first. You will find x is equal to 6. Now we're going to plug it into here and here. So let me just rewrite it. And you get to this, and then you have to change it to 3, and you are solving this 2-step equation, and you will get to h is equal